In this series on how I record, edit, and mix my personal audiobooks, here's how I edit my audiobook recordings inside SoundForge Audio Studio. Come on, let's check it out. This video lesson is part 1 of 4 of my 14 essential audio editing tips, number 1 through 6. Come on, let's get started right now. Now, no matter what audio recording program you use to record your audiobooks, just observe closely how I edit my audio inside SoundForge Audio Studio. Perhaps you can model some of the same editing tasks and techniques in your audio recording software if you don't have or use SoundForge Audio Studio. Again, I love SoundForge Audio Studio because it is so easy to edit audio, unlike some of the other programs out there on the market that I've seen. So consider recording and editing your audiobook audio files inside SoundForge Audio Studio like I do. You'll probably be glad you did. Okay, that said. Audio editing tip number 1. Always record, save, and edit your audiobook recordings in WAV file format and not in MP3. Let's say you recorded this section right here. Component number 3, plan your success. And this is what we recorded. And here is the audio that we just recorded. So we want to save this, right? File, save, and remember, we're going to save this in WAV format. WAV format. And we'll go ahead and give it a name. And there you go. We're saving this in WAV format because we're going to edit it in WAV format. Great. Now that it's saved in WAV format, we can go about editing this audio and make it perfect. All right. Audio editing tip number 2. Open a new audio recording window and record 3 seconds worth of pure silence. Then name this audio recording silence.wave. Here's how to do just that. So here I am in the audio recording program, and I want to create a new audio recording window. And I'm just going to record a few seconds of silence. And all I do is click the record button, and then I shut up. I zip my lip, and I don't breathe for a couple seconds because I don't want any breaths in the audio either. This is a pure recording of silence. Here we go. Okay. Whew, that was it. This is a pure audio recording of nothing but silence, which we're going to use in the process of editing our audio. So now let's save this. And I'm just going to go ahead and file, save. And again, this is going to be a WAV file as well. And I'm just going to name it silence. And it's a WAV file. Great. Silence.wave. All right. Let's continue to the next audio tip, and I'll show you what to do with this audio recording of pure silence. Audio recording tip number 3. Just like in any other program, you'll also perform these functions. Highlight audio with your mouse. Cut, copy, and paste audio where you want it, and delete audio when you want. And just to give you a little example of what I mean by highlighting and copying and cutting and deleting audio in your audio recording, check this out. I'm simply going to highlight this audio right here, and I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to put my cursor here, and I'm going to paste it. So essentially, I took this piece of audio, which was originally over here in this area, I cut it, and then I just pasted it right here. But let's say that I don't want this audio. I'm going to hit the delete key. Gone. Or, I'm actually going to show you this upcoming, but suppose I wanted some silence. I'm going to highlight just maybe about a second, and I'm going to copy this silence. And I'm going to just, let's say I'll just paste right over this because this audio recording was a mess up. I didn't like what I said. So I'm just going to paste silence over that area. It's gone. Now it's just silent right in here. Great. And that's what I mean by highlighting. Just taking your mouse and just dragging the cursor with the mouse button down, highlighting it, cutting it, copying it, whatever you want to do, and then pasting it, The same things you do in other programs. Highlight, cut, copy, paste. It's all right there. Good stuff. Remember that. Highlight, delete, highlight, cut, Control V, paste. Doesn't this look easy? Audio editing tip number 4. So, highlight, copy and paste 2 to 3 seconds of silence at the start and end of each audio recording for your audiobook so that they start and end with total and complete and pure silence. Come on, let me show you how that's done. All right, so here we are inside the audio recording program, and we have our audio recorded window with silence, and we have the part of the book that we recorded. In this case, part 3, Plan Your Success. Now, we want to place a lot of silence in front of or the start of your audio and at the end. And here's why. When you start recording or you end recording, there's always going to be some sounds that you don't want in your audio recording. For example, check this out. Component number 3, plan your success. Did you hear something? Did you hear some coughing and some typing on the keyboard? Component number 3, plan your success. Exactly. So that's why we highlight all of the silence, and this silence is about 5 seconds long. And we don't even really need that much. We need about 3 seconds. So here's the 3-second mark. And I'm just going to highlight 3 seconds worth of silence. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to highlight where I don't want to hear that noise. So over this, I'm going to paste. Bam. Done. Did you see how easy that was? Let me do it for you again. I'm going to highlight just 3 seconds worth of silence right here. See this 3 seconds. And I'm going to highlight what I don't want to hear. This typing. And coughing. And I'm going to paste. Control V, paste. Done. Now let's play this and you be the judge. Component number 3, plan your success. Now, how did that sound? Exactly. Great. We want pure silence in the beginning of all the audios we record. Let's go to the end. And what do we hear? Let's check it out. Did you hear a little bit of typing? I did. So I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to paste Control V. Now, your reflection, an accurate one. Come on, let's check it out. Total silence. Perfect. We highlighted 3 seconds worth of silence. We copied it. And then we went to the start of the audio. We highlighted what was here, which was some typing, just kind of getting settled in. Got to clear your voice. And then we pasted the silence over it. Control V. And we have pure silence. And then it starts nicely. Component number 3, plan your success. Great. And then we went to the end. And we highlighted the end where we heard just some closing out noises, maybe just, oh yeah, and we just pasted right over that, Control V, and we had total silence. Come on, let's check it out. You gotta love it. Do this for every audio recording you do. Insert silence at the start and at the end of all your audio recordings so that they sound clean, pure, and devoid of all noises that people don't want to hear in your audio recording. Audio editing tip number 5. Do you know what quick key commands are? You know, like Control S, save, Control P, print. Well, click the Control S keys often when you're editing your audio to save your work as you go. You don't want to risk losing anything. Come on, let me show you what that's like. So let's say we're here inside your audio and we're editing and we're making changes and we're deleting and we're copying silence and we're pasting silence in areas and fixing our errors and everything. Well, we want to save our work often. So you could, file, save, or click this icon right here, save when it's available. But I don't want to waste my time. I just want to hit Control S and save my work. I make a change, I save my work. I make an edit, I do something, I delete, I highlight some silence, I bring it over here, I'm making changes as I go along. I'm going to hit Control S and save my work. I do not want to lose my work. Okay? So Control S, save your work as you go through and you're editing your audio and you're making changes. Again, just Control S, save your work. Audio editing tip number 6. Look for and replace the following with 1 to 2 seconds worth of silence. Unwanted breaths, strange noises that you find in your audio, errors that you find, and or where you snapped your fingers and you didn't fix them. So for example, here we are inside the audio, and I just want to play a couple of strange noises or breaths, and you tell me if you would actually like to hear this in an audio, and I know the answer is going to be no. See what I'm saying? Listen to this. These are breaths before spoken audio. Agreeably, it's hard to be self-critical, but I don't like that. I don't like any of these breaths, strange noises. I want them out. So we take the silence recorded window and we just highlight a few seconds. That's it. Copy. And I'm just going to paste over this area. Control V. Same thing over here. And take a look at this. Agreeably, it's hard to be self-critical, but the experience should give you clarity. So you can imagine there was silence in here, but we took it out. Now you could also just highlight this and delete it. I'm just highlighting and deleting. Agreeably, it's hard to be self-critical, but the experience. So anytime you hear any kind of weird noise or a breath or anything, just get rid of it. You can either delete it or you can just highlight a little bit of silence and just paste over that. And there you go. On the next page. It's your move. It's your life. That's it. So yeah, listen for errors, breaths, strange noises, and get rid of them with copying some silence and pasting it over what you want to get rid of. All right, this concludes part 1 of 4 of my 14 essential audio editing tips, 1 through 6. Come on, let's check out the next video series, and I'll talk about audio editing tips number 7 and 8. Come on, let's check it out.